Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Greg. I'm going to go over a coin called FTX, or by the ticker FTT on CoinGecko. It's ranked number 21. It's down 6% today to $23.61. This is Sam Bankman-Fried's deal. He's the founder of this. So that probably means it's pretty good. It's probably has a pretty prosperous future, if you know what I mean. So I'm going to review this. Haven't done that. Never looked at this coin before, but we're going to go and check to see the correction on. Before that, you can see a lot of followers on Twitter, a lot of support for this. They have I've never used FTX, but they're supposed to have a pretty good system. Out of all the exchanges, this seems to be doing the best, or one of the best out of all the exchanges. But what we're going to do is we're going to go over FTT's correction. Now, I double checked everything, let you guys know. I went over to CoinTrader Pro. I have all the data on TradingView for this coin. So it's not a surprise though, because of the coin, if you know what I mean. So here's the deal. Let's go through this whole process, and there's some questions on there. So here's the deal. Third wave peak right there. Fifth of the third came down, massive amount of divergence. I looked at that wave. That wave is an impulse wave. It impulsed up to that $79 or more or less. So this is all wave one. It's coming down into a second wave correction. So I'm just looking at the down here on the weekly. I'd like to see that a little bit lower, and I think that it can. Take a look at the 4-day chart. It's taken everything out. So that's good. That's good. That's a positive sign for this coin. Go out to the 3-day. It's taken everything out on the RSI. This issue is right here. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys know that in the correction. This spot right here, I think it's got another drop to go, in my opinion. And you can see it right here on the 2-day chart. It took everything out, which is good. I'm thinking this is going to be coming down to 25 on the RSI second 2-day chart. So looking decent, just not quite done with the correction. This is the area we're going to be talking about where I think it's not quite done. All right, so here's the deal. I was looking at this chart, and it's completed a complete impulse move up to here. And the first thing that you notice is look at the lack of retracement on this. This is either coming in for a huge drop or it's super bullish. I'm thinking it's going to be a very, very bullish coin, and it's not going to have much of a correction. Now, to let you guys know, it can have a shallow second wave correction. Typically, for a second wave correction, you're going to want to see at least 50%. That's $9, and down here to $5. I'm not so sure if this coin's going to make it. You take it off log, and some people are going to start using this area, 786 at 19, and down to 886, which is $10 off log, and then $9. I do have those areas as a target. So I'll show you in a second why I think that this is going to have more of a correction. Okay, so we have a wave one. So this is what it's doing. It's like this, guys. It's doing a wave one, coming down for 2 and for 3, okay? Up for a 4, just like that. All right, so that's what it's going to do. I'm going to show you. This is where the correction started. Let's go down to the 8-hour chart. I got that. I'm going to take that off. There's no other way to do that. That's a 5-wave impulse up. So the correction ended here for an ABC. And then here's a 5-wave and a 5-wave. So this is an ABC here. So this is a connector wave, a 3-wave swing like this. This is what it did, more or less like that, okay? A 3-wave swing. So you have a 3-wave, a 3-wave, and you're going to need a 3-wave over here. This is the area that I was talking about right here. I'm thinking this is more than likely a connector. This is a connector, okay? So I don't think that's part of the wave. I think it connected up. You take a look at the daily and you pull open the RSI, you can see this trend all the way down here. So this is your third wave. You follow me? There's your third wave, down for your fourth, and then, or your fifth, up for your fourth and down for your fifth. And then there's a connector right here that kept going up. I don't think that's a fifth wave. You don't want it to be. You want to be a connector and then finish this off. So it's got to come down a little bit more. How is that going to come down? No telling, guys, no telling. So I think that that's a connector wave that it had made to finish off the correction. So what you're going to have here is it's a 1, 2, this is your third, fourth, and your fifth, okay? You can verify that in the RSI. That's your third wave peak, and there's your divergence, okay? That's what you want this to do to finish this correction. If this is still a fifth, it's still got to do a bounce. So this is the bullish way of looking at this. This is an A, it went up for a B, and it's got to swing down for a C down to those areas. So the target areas are going to be at least 0.5 down to 0.618. And then I have 786 area and the 1-to-1 in that area. So you're going to want to see it do something like this, okay, to complete this sequence on FTX. And still a bullish coin, even in this scenario, it's still super bullish. So let's say it's A, B, and it comes down for C like that, guys. Okay, let me clean that up for you. Come on to a 3-day chart and then check the retracement on it. You know, that's still a shallow retracement. That's still a shallow retracement, guys. This is like a really bullish coin, or it hasn't dumped, or something is going on. I'm going to guess that it's super bullish and it's doing a shallow retracement just because who's behind it and everything. And it has strong, I guess they have strong financials with their exchange and everything. So, you know, I mean, really on a second wave correction, you want to see 50%. Now, let me take that off log to see what it hits. Yeah, the 886 area down there, you know, would be a nice area, and at least 786 off a log. It would be a very shallow retracement for this coin, guys. So it's going to depend on how this is going to finish it up. You're going to want to see, if you're bullish on this coin, you're going to want to see a 5-wave sequence in there to finish that right there. And it come down, and, you know, it could be there or down into that area. Just not going to know until it finishes it off. If Bitcoin, my guess would be is that if Bitcoin is coming down, it will be able to finish something off. And you just don't know. Maybe it'll do a, you know, some sort of diagonal type move where it goes like this and then down like this and back up on a 4 and then down, something like that. It could do something like that, guys. So, but you want FTX to finish this move. You want this to be a connector and to complete this. The reason I say that is that this is 3, this is 3, this needs to be 3 to finish it up. And if you take a look at the, extension, I'll pull on that 3 wave up to the peak of that 3 wave, and you know, you'd be looking at, you know, 1-to-1 could work, a 1.38 and 1.68. Those areas is really where you're gonna want to see it. In my opinion, you know, so it's just a super bullish coin. And if it corrects to here, just to give you guys an idea, let's say it corrects to that $14 more or less, probably going to do really well is my guess. Let's say about 13 right there, you know, $150 for FTX on its next move. The other thing is too, is, you know, the amount of time that it took this, let's say from there to there, was just over 2 years. So it'll take some time to get over there too on that third wave run. But once it completes its correction, you're going to have a solid, you know, just say, you know, 10x or more. This is a lower end target. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if it's much higher than that for a coin like this. Okay. So, you know, I would just patiently wait for it to come on and finish right here in this area. And it's just going to depend what kind of move it's going to make. So like the ABC move can make a diagonal type move. It can be a 1-to-1 or 1.618 like this. So if you take a zigzag, which is what it's doing, you take the length of the A and you have targets of 1-to-1 and the 1.68. Those are the 2 most common targets that I have on those 2 boxes. But sometimes when they come at the end of a correction, what they'll do and a lot of coins are doing this right now, is it'll do a diagonal type move sometimes. So it'll come down in a 1, maybe a 3, up for a 4, and then down for a 5 or something like that. And just takes its time getting down there. It can do something like that. So you want to be aware of it. Just pay attention to the coin. But you know, once this coin is done completing its correction, I wouldn't have any issue, you know, putting some funds, not financial advice, into something like this to ride it up on the next wave. So strong coin, looks good. It's very bullish. Don't see any issues with it. You know, just wait for it to complete its correction, guys. If you made it all the way to the end, drop a like, hit the subscribe. Peace.